Jolene Macintyre, the creator of Bad Chad Customs, experienced a life-altering incident. Even though I'm powerful and strong, I was a little worn out by that one. Have you put on your work boots? You got the same ones that I did. Well, there you have it. Her mother's unexpected death in late 2024 was the most devastating loss she had to deal with at a time when her career was flourishing and everything appeared to be under control. In addition to leaving her in excruciating pain, the shock threatened to destroy the entire kingdom Jolene had established. Grief, conflict, and pressure mounted. But at her lowest point, Jolene had to decide whether to give up or keep fighting. Her tale exposes the ferocious darkness that lies beneath the ostensibly flawless halo. Okay, so if you feel more comfortable with it being neutral, you can do so right now. Well, there you have it. The gas is thus in the same location as everything else. Then, well, press the push button to give her a go. This is the pattern I want to obtain here. I therefore want this to be placed in that exact position on my back. Jolene served as more than simply the financial manager during the years that Bad Chad Customs was a worldwide sensation. She was also responsible for maintaining the machine's functionality. Each bike project was a tight race, despite the fact that she was experiencing burnout due to the increasing workload. At work, the stress doesn't end. The boundaries between her personal and professional lives have become hazy due to her connection with Chad, her partner and fiancé. The two frequently clash over team management and budgetary schedules. Jolene used to say, "I'm more than just a partner. Sometimes I'm the most obnoxious person in the room because I'm the one who keeps things going." Pressures from the family are added to that. From a past relationship, Chad has 2 kids. Dedicated to stability, Jolene frequently finds it difficult to strike a balance between her job and her responsibilities to the extended family. She doesn't have much time for true relaxation because of her demanding shooting schedule, late dinners, and never-ending meetings. The first ride for Jolene. Before we see her, make sure the door is locked. Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to paint because I had this insane concept. Rooster, happy birthday. I'm happy you're able to spend a few weeks with us and that you're living your dream. The TV project's culmination marked the height of the suspense. Jolene's schedule almost increased as a result of the switch to digital programming. Jolene had to manage the advertising budget, supervise video editing, and be in front of the camera in addition to keeping the automobile on time. She fell into an endless loop as a result. Jolene has been essentially off-screen for weeks. It has been time for her to reconsider, according to a person close to her. Jolene had actually been getting ready to go from Bad Chad Customs. In the end, she decided to stay, even though she had plans to reduce her position, delegate a lot of the work, and even think about quitting the project entirely. I knew I needed to continue. Everything we had created would collapse in my face if I left. She claims that although Jolene's decision demonstrated her fortitude and selflessness, the underlying issues continue to serve as a warning that one more incident may cause everything to fall apart. Additionally, the tragedy occurred in her personal life rather than at business, leaving a gap that even Jolene could scarcely comprehend. Jolene experiences a devastating loss when her loved one passes away after she endures a great deal of pressure from her own job. The devastating 2024 disaster. Jolene Macintyre went through her roughest time in late 2024. She had always seen her mother as her spiritual pillar of strength, but she received a shocking cancer diagnosis. The illness spread so swiftly that Jolene would have to leave in a matter of weeks. Her mother died on November 28, leaving an indelible hole in her life. Jolene spent valuable time with her mother while working her normal job at Hilt's Auto Company in her last days. She was compelled to live in 2 different worlds by the terrible reality. One as a capable manager who maintained order, and the other as a daughter who lost it while seeing her mother's decline. Jolene said, "That moment was the hardest thing I've ever experienced in a shared chapter." The loss was more than simply emotional, it had significant repercussions for her life. It seemed like everything was collapsing in my hands. Although Jolene had been used to a hectic schedule, Her low morale now made it extremely difficult to keep up her work pace, causing many projects to be delayed and collaborative plans to be rearranged. Her teammates and even Chad felt the impact of this change. What most moved Jolene's audience and followers was the way she chose to tell her story. In one post, Jolene wrote, "My mother was the most devoted woman, and I know she is still watching over me, even when she is no longer physically present." Her words eloquently convey her love and gratitude for her late mother. She also publicly announced her mother's death and talked about the enormous influence she had on her life. Many people admired Jolene because she did not allow personal loss to ruin the career she had built for years. The emotional pain also left her torn between personal feelings and responsibility, forcing her to decide whether to put her work aside to take care of herself or to keep going forward to maintain what they had built together. "I think about my mom every day. That gives me the motivation to not give up," Jolene said in a recent video, highlighting how she finds strength in her work, and instead of retreating, she throws herself into new projects, seeing it as a way to keep her faith and continue the values her mother instilled in her. Additionally, the tragedy altered Jolene's perspective on life. Her desire to maintain and grow the brand still burned within her, but what's amazing is that the loss in 2024 became a turning point that made Jolene stronger. She had previously focused almost entirely on work, but after her mother's death, she became more focused on preserving family and the little moments. Traveling with Chad and team gatherings with family became new priorities. If work pressure had previously worn her down, now she found new endurance and inner strength forged from pain. Those close to Jolene confirmed that tragedy had permanently changed her, making her a stronger, more resilient version of herself. The loss was undeniable, and the pain was real. After losing her spiritual support, Jolene went back to the things that had shaped her, including her journey from Nova Scotia to the world of custom cars and the road to custom cars before becoming a familiar face for Bad Chad Customs. It was through that pain that Jolene demonstrated she had the strength to keep going. Her mother had always wanted to see a life of purpose and determination. Born in Centerville, Nova Scotia, Jolene Macintyre had a strong foundation in knowledge and discipline. She was raised in a family-oriented and tenacious environment and demonstrated her resolve early on through athletics. As a standout soccer player in college, her focus and discipline allowed her to perform well under pressure, which later proved to be a significant advantage in her career. Jolene took her studies seriously and went on to earn a Bachelor of Commerce degree with a finance concentration from St. Mary's University. Her expertise in this area allowed her to enter the management industry and make critical financial decisions for upcoming projects. She also studied kinesiology concurrently, which gave her the practical knowledge to ensure a safe and productive work environment in the garage. Jolene's job at a local bar after graduating from college wasn't a temporary one. Rather, it was a life-changing experience. Jolene met Chad Hiltz at a car show close to her place of employment, which was the start of an entirely new journey. She started out as a car enthusiast and soon joined Chad in creating Green Goblin Customs, the forerunner of Hiltz Auto Company. Jolene and Chad soon became a couple in both their personal and professional lives, and a year after meeting, they became engaged, setting the stage for a romantic and successful relationship. Outside, Jolene helped create a professional image and increase the brand's influence. Jolene was responsible for one of the pivotal moments when Chad finished a replica Bugatti from scrap, which she filmed and shared on social media. In the garage, Jolene managed schedules, handled finances, and made sure every project was completed to the highest standards. Unquestionably, Jolene's media savvy and ability to see opportunities have transformed a local garage into an international brand. Co-founding Green Goblin Customs with Chad changed the course of her life. The video went viral quickly, receiving millions of views and landing the team on the Discovery Channel. From a recent college graduate to a business manager and co-founder in a highly competitive industry, Jolene has continuously demonstrated her ability to run the company, turning the garage into a canning Nova Scotia tourist destination. Her education, Athleticism and management skills helped her rise to a position that few people at her age would have attained. Many people observe the balance Jolene maintains, demonstrating that she is not merely a manager behind a desk, but rather an active member of the building team. Despite her role as a business executive, her attitude has earned her the respect of her team and solidified her position as a crucial component of the system as a whole. After establishing a strong foundation for her career, Jolene entered the brilliant spotlight with Bad Chad Customs, where her name is associated with resounding successes, fame, and challenges. Jolene's path has been shaped by her family, education, and passion, and it has served as the basis for her entry into the spotlight of Bad Chad Customs, which has brought her both fame and the harsh challenges she has faced in the years since. When Bad Chad Customs made its Discovery debut, Jolene Macintyre's career was at its height. From a garage in Nova Scotia, they went from being a household name to a global audience, drawing attention for their distinctive cars as well as the way they established a whole brand. In the public eye, it was an overnight success story. Jolene's job at Bad Chad Customs is more than just being in front of the camera. She is the one who keeps the entire project on track, from managing the budget to making sure that progress is made to resolving any issues that come up. However, behind it all was a set of difficulties that Jolene had to face every day. A video that Jolene had previously posted went viral, and when she stepped onto the small screen, Jolene brought her professionalism to a process that was known for Chad Hiltz's improvisational style. Those who have worked with her acknowledge that many projects would be difficult to complete on schedule without her. As a result, the show not only had entertainment value, but also showed how to balance creativity and practicality. Although television glamour also came with a lot of pressure, Jolene was forced to work at a never-before-seen pace due to the production crew's high demands, the skyrocketing workload, and the non-stop shooting schedules. She frequently had to work long hours during this time, both behind the scenes and directly addressing issues that came up in the studio, and she frequently had to make tough choices to keep things moving forward on time. Jolene and Chad quickly turned their focus to digital platforms after the COVID-19 pandemic canceled the show's third season. In a crucial move that helped them preserve their brand and grow even more, she took over YouTube and Facebook, making them their main sources of income rather than television. As a result, the channel receives tens of millions of views every month and makes a substantial amount of money from sponsorship and advertising deals. In addition to online projects, Jolene has led new business initiatives. Jolene has turned the garage from a workshop into a successful online business where each car is not just a product, but also a piece of content that attracts a global audience. Her management skills and ability to coordinate media have kept Bad Chad Customs hot even when television is no longer the launching pad. Jolene has a hand in every part of the business, from marketing strategies to financial planning. And she and Chad have partnered with paint and accessory brands to increase their revenue streams and invested in a new showroom that serves as both a merchandising store and a showcase for the cars. From Discovery to YouTube, from a small garage in Nova Scotia to a planned showroom, Jolene has demonstrated that she is not only the person who keeps the pace for Bad Chad Customs, but also the factor that turns this project into a reality. It is impressive that she has maintained a consistent work style despite the pressure of both her workload and her personal pain, continuing to appear as a leader in important decisions in spite of these circumstances. Resilience after the loss. After a significant occurrence at the end of 2024, Jolene Macintyre had to prove her mettle in an unexpected way. After years of achievement and stress, she enters a new period where she must find herself and recover from loss to continue on the unfinished route. In the early months of 2025, Jolene put all of her energy into reorganizing the business at Hiltz Auto Company, bringing many unfinished projects back to the table, including the completion of a new showroom building that would not only showcase car projects, but also symbolize perseverance and determination to never give up. The death of her mother put her through her most trying time, but instead of giving up, Jolene decided to get back up and keep going on the path she had begun many years ago. Jolene was in charge of financial planning, partner selection, and progress tracking. One positive development during this time was the return of Colton, the son of Chad Hiltz. To team activities, Colton's presence added a new dynamic to the team and provided Jolene with much-needed emotional support. In addition to their garage work, Jolene and Chad have extended their reach internationally, taking multi-day trips to Australia, Finland, and Sweden in 2025 to connect with the global car community and promote the brand. This family bond helped her believe that moving forward was the right path, even though the pain never fully went away. In the meantime, Bad Chad Customs YouTube and Facebook channels continue to expand, and Jolene directly manages the content, guaranteeing a regular upload schedule and high-quality videos. Jolene manages a large portion of the organization, from scheduling to collaborating with foreign partners. These trips show foresight and the capacity to transform suffering into inspiration to spread positive energy. In 2025, Jolene is also focused on developing merchandise lines and commercial partnerships. From t-shirts, hats, and branded items, she closely monitors them to make sure they are both aesthetically pleasing and reflect the spirit of Bad Chad Customs. The brand has not only held its ground, but has grown beyond expectations thanks to its roughly 70 million views per month. In addition to bringing the fan community closer together, this also brings in more revenue. All of this was accomplished while Jolene was still grieving for her mother, and rather than concealing the fact that the loss was irreversible, she accepted it as a strength, saying, "I know my mother is still watching over me, and that gives me the strength to keep going." Jolene's post-traumatic journey has also established her position in a male-dominated industry, and as a leader, she has become an inspirational role model for other women, proving that management skills and resilience can overcome all prejudices. Her words not only reflected her feelings, but also her determination to carry on the family legacy. From growing the brand to preserving the image, Jolene has always been professional and unwavering. The years before 2024 were a committed journey to establishing her position in the industry, and the years after the devastating loss are a potent testament to her resiliency and inner strength. Jolene has embraced new projects that uphold the spirit of Bad Chad traditions and take the brand to new heights with even more solid foundations. Through creative projects and unwavering dedication, Jolene Macintyre continues to evolve the legacy of custom automotive craftsmanship, using lessons learned from the past to fuel future successes and inspire those around her. Her journey has showed that behind the halo are losses and challenges that are difficult to overcome. Whatever she encounters becomes a motivating factor that motivates her to reinforce her presence and accomplishments in both her personal and professional endeavors. She persevered and turned her pain into strength despite the emotional shock of losing her mother and the pressure of maintaining a global brand. If you share Jolene's strength and determination, please like this video to help spread the word about this story and subscribe to our channel to ensure you don't miss the next content. Remember to share your opinions about the emotional and resolute journey we just took in the comments section below.